as we wait for everybody to finish off the formation lap. Just a last minute warming of tyres. Speaking of which, their chap goes. Give him a 6 out of 10 for that. And on also his teammate as well. Got to be a 5 out of 10. Poor effort from his teammate Lee there. However, Chuckle shows them all how it's done. As the lights are getting going, we can't see where they are. Are they out? Yes, they are. Lights are out, and away we go. At Brazil, it looks like a pretty even start. Up at the front, a great start from Lee, and also from Chuck. Neither getting the upper hand, but Chuck goes up the inside, going into turn 1. He forces Liebert a little bit wide. They're still side by side, in through 2 and 3. Liebert holds around the outside. Can he maintain his position and get his pole back again? Looks like he can. He looks like he's got the run on Chuck down the second straight, but Chuck is having none of it, and back up the inside he goes, gets a little bit of a wiggle on, and I think that's going to allow Liebert through, and he holds on to first. What a great start from both of them. Great racing. We've got a few position changes further back. Chuckle up to 8th position. What a start from him from the back of the grid. Paul's had a poor start, dropping further back. Both the Hasses look like they go. Oh, we've got Haas. And now we've got the McLaren of Prodigy and Chuckle side by side. Chuckle's going to go around the outside. We've also got an Alfa Romeo off the circuit. And Chuckle's made that move and up a position. He goes into 6th. And that's a great move from the McLaren. And now Chuckle's going to be looking to make another move. As we go on to the next lap, Chuckle gets fastest lap up the inside of AJ. He goes. Can he make this move stick? It's side by side. They're still side by side into turn 2. Chuckle's got the outside. AJ on the inside. But now Chuckle has the inside. And through into 5th he goes. What a start from the McLaren. And away you go. And we've what's happened here? We've had Lee and Chuck's dropped back down into 3rd position. He's now behind his teammate. I missed what happened there, so Chuck must have made an error. And now, are we going to see the Red Bulls swap position? Any point? Nothing just yet. Oh, but there it goes. Yeah, Lee letting his teammate Chuck through. And off he goes, but Looney Man's had a little bit of an error further back as well. And who's his T2's now had a bit of a spin, and down the order he goes. As Chuckle looking to make further moves up, and who's that? We got a yellow flag. T2. T2 Tom has retired from the session. Has brought out a safety car. First safety car of the evening, and yeah, there's T2's stricken car. Looks like he's lost the back end. And Liebert, unsurprisingly, continues on for another lap. But Chuck is in the pits. That's an interesting call. Does he think he's early enough to go on the inters? Could be a great call if it is. We'll have to keep an eye on how his pace is and how many positions he drops. We've also got Danny further behind, also pitting. Yes, intermediate tyres it is for the Bull. And we are racing once again. Liebert has decided to go. He's pulled a good restart over Lee Craig, but further back it looks like Chuckle and Prof are side by side. Chuckle's going to go round the outside. Can he make that move stick? He certainly can. He's going to have the inside now for turn 2, but Prof's not giving it up that easily, and now Prof has the inside and he's back ahead of the McLaren once again. And now you've also got GFO now sniffing up the back of both of these. Chuckle now still all over the back of Prof. Is he going to go at the inside here? He certainly is. Prof leaves him room, and through the McLaren goes. And what great racing for those two. Very close. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Lee Craig is round. He is round. He is unbelievable. He's been driving so well. I'm sure he's going to be absolutely devastated with himself for that. He is tumbling down the order. Prodigy gets past Looney Man a bit further back. We've got a couple. So they feel like it's time to go on those intermediate tyres. Chuck now goes fastest lap. And that could be the call for everyone to come in onto the intermediate tyres. So maybe Chuckle's come in at the perfect time. So the lead intermediate runner is going to be Danny. Oh, what has gone on here? Lee Craig has retired. As he had a crash, it looks like he has had a crash, and that unbelievably has brought out another safety car, and those who have just pitted are going to lose out because of this safety car. Yeah, definitely Liebert in. Anyone else? Bugatti, surely coming in. Yes, he is. GFO and Chicken and Blunts all in. You will see, I imagine, Danny and Chuck continue straight on, and they will take over the lead of this race. So will Paul and AJ. But ooh, I tell you what, it could be close actually. Paul, AJ, and Lee Burt. This is going to be close. I think Lee Burt's going to have it. Yeah, I think Lee Burt is going to come out of the pits ahead of these guys. He certainly is. Unfortunately, it just weren't quite close enough. As is Chuck behind him. But Lee Burt got pole. Has dominated this race so far. Only had Chuck for company, hounding him early on. And Danny is going. Once again, he's made a restart. And I tell you what, Lee Burt's had a really good restart behind Chuck. He's going to have a look to try and make a move. Chuck does move to cover it off. Danny goes a little bit wide, and I think that's going to allow Chuck a move round the outside. Can he do it? Not quite, but that's going to allow Lee Burt once again. This is fantastic move up past Chuck, and then it's cost the Red Bull dearly. Chuckle has made a move past AJ. It's gone up the inside of him. And yeah, back racing once again. Great stuff. Chuckle is Chuckle's round the outside of Paul. That's a fantastic move. And now at the inside of Chuck, he's carving through the field like there's no tomorrow. Obviously those fresh intermediate tyres really doing the business for the McLaren. He's just picking them off at leisure at this point. Absolutely fantastic. Scything through the field to get really spicy now. Chuckle, I tell you what, Chuckle is going past Lee Burt. That looked like team orders. That did. Chuckle absolutely soared past Lee Burt. I'm sure Lee Burt led him past there. Must be for the championship. Yeah, Chuckle giving a little weave to say thank you. Mission right now is carved through this field. And he's looking very good. He's getting a very good exit coming out of the final corner. I think he's going to have the move made before even it would be the DRS point. Obviously, we don't have DRS right now, but Danny looks like he's got quite a slippery car in a straight line. Chuckle goes fastest lap on his way to it. Up the inside he goes. Prof now goes fastest lap, but Chuckle has made the move and is up into the lead at this Grand Prix. And away he goes. He is released. I'm sure Lee Burt will now be looking to follow him through and secure a McLaren 1-2. Very quick car in a straight line. Lee Burt, is he brave enough to send it up the inside? Is a very late move. I think he outbroke himself a little bit. And fair play, Danny giving him plenty of room. But he couldn't quite make the move. Stick Chuck now all over the back of these guys as well. Says, you make a mistake, I'm going to go for it. But Lee Burt now, the inside into the left-hander. And this time he's going to make it stick. And that's a beautiful move. From the McLaren. It is now McLaren 1 and 2 in this race, and don't you love it? From a McLaren fan, I am absolutely loving seeing this. This is brilliant. I just wish we could see it in real life. And Bugatti, I think GFO's dropped down a few places. AJ's had a bit of a spin. AJ's had a spin, and that's, oh my goodness, has brought out a safety car. You are just absolutely unbelievable. There is no need for a safety car, Codemasters. What are we witnessing here? Oh my, Prodigy. Absolutely got to hand it to you. I admire the bravery. But I think it's a little bit early. You're not going to get any heat in those mediums. Danny. He's going on the mediums as well. Wow. To keep it on the road even. As we go. Now we risk it. They all think it's dry enough. I mean, that's going to lose him in a position to Danny, but yeah, Chicken and Blunts in on the soft, Saki in on the meat. Yeah, they all think it's dry enough. And they have more information than I have up in the commentary box here. But it just looks too wet for me. Yeah, look now. They're all pitting. They are all pitting. Lee Burt, Chuck, Paul, Prof, all in. It's drying out, and you can see it is drying out as well. We've just spent too long under the safety car now. And Danny is off going. We're back racing. The track has absolutely gone bone dry in the past lap, which is just ridiculous and unrealistic. But nonetheless, I'm sure all these guys are very happy about that. And no more wet weather. We are now dry weather running, and that means in a couple of laps' time, we're going to get DRS, you know. Lieber all over the back of Prodigy, looking to make a move. It was a McLaren 1-2 earlier. It's not anymore because of all that kerfuffling. Lieber will look to make amends for that. AJ all over the back of Aki, who's holding his own quite nicely indeed. Chuckle has managed to get past Danny. I completely missed that with all the fighting further back. So Chuckle back into the lead of this Grand Prix. Danny down to P2. Now Chicken's going to look to make a move. Prodigy and Liebert going side by side. Liebert round the outside of the Mercedes. That's a fantastic move. The Prodigy will go back at the inside. Chuck's now going to take advantage round the outside. Can he make it stick? I'm not sure, but it's going to allow Paul an invitation at the inside. But Chuck will have the inside going into the final corner and the better line out of it. And it's also going to allow now Paul a run on the Mercedes coming out of the corner. But you've also got Prof in that has been into turn one. Prof, Paul and Prodigy, all the P's. But it's going to be Paul who comes out on top. Prodigy cuts the corner on the inside, gets himself a 3-second time penalty. Prof is now going to get a nice little run on him, but I don't think he's going to be close enough. And now DRS is active, so this is going to start creating some interest. Both Aki and AJ have DRS, but AJ is much, much closer, tucked in the slipstream, and up the inside he goes. Liebert just, I don't know whether there was contact, but Aki is round. I didn't see any contact, but it did look suspiciously close. But if there wasn't, it was just Aki dropping it on the throttle in his eagerness to try and defend. It is absolutely devastating for the Alpha.